Okay, let's do this by show of hands, because the doing it by show of yelling has never actually worked. I have an idea. I don't really know if I know that song, though. It could just end. It could really disrupt our momentum. But it's a good song. If you would like to hear me attempt one that I may or may not know at all. If you would rather hear me play something you're sure I know. But be honest, man. That's cool. That's a cool position. I totally understand that. And I'm trying to think of at the end of the last tour, I rewarded myself by flying to Tennessee to see one of my favorite artists, Amy Grant, and it was so awesome. I can't even begin to tell you how rad it was. Right? If she had spent more than 2 songs fumbling through stuff she didn't know, I would have been mad. I paid a lot of money to go see the Amy Grant show. That's a tiny little airport I had to fly to, right? So she did, in fact, however, attempt to play Grape, Grape, Joy. So those of you who have any Amy in your background, that was phenomenal, because that song is terrible. Nobody likes it. And somebody yelled for it, and she was a trooper anyway, so. What do you want to hear? It's this one. In the 5 minutes worth of lost time that I had, when I was passed out on the supermarket floor, I saw you at the head of a heavenly chorus, and I heard your voice ringing all through the store. In the 5 minutes when I was lost to the world, I saw you touch down. You were no longer dead. I was happy to see you. I had lots of questions, and I touched my hand to the wound on your head. All the blood, all of that blood, all of that warm blood flowing freely from you. In the 5 minutes when my broadcast got preempted, in a place far away from my heads and my home, I saw you at the head of the heavenly chorus, amidst all the glass and the cans and the chrome. And in those 5 minutes, my signal was jammed, and the frequencies that I received were so pure that I almost believed that the sight of the wound in your skull was a thing that my heart could endure. All the blood, all of that blood, all of that warm blood flowing freely from you. I hate to sing that song. I'm sorry. Oh, this is a stupid song. I don't think many of you will know it, but I'm pretty sure I can play it without having even thought of it, because it's just that stupid. Kind of can't believe I'm going to play this song, but it's too late to turn back now. This is either Standard Bitter Love Song number 1 or 2. I tried to turn it into Snow Crush Killing Song. That's a much better song. I'm not gonna say what I came over to say to you, but you were thinking along the same lines, and you let the words come ringing through. Well, I wouldn't have said that to you. I wouldn't say it if they paid me to. You got no manners. You got no manners at all. You got no manners. You got no manners. You got no manners at all. You got no manners. I'm gonna try real hard, but I can't believe that you're really gonna do it. It's like one of those Chinese kites flying in the wind, and then some kid with a shotgun sends a bullet through it. And I came here to say it, but I've done that before, and I would never have told you I don't love you anymore. You got no manners. You got no manners at all. You got no manners. You got no manners. You got no manners at all. You got no manners. And then as if he hadn't gotten his point across, you got no manners. You got no manners at all. You got no manners. Say what? I know. You were telling me. People say the old songs were better. I say, if by better you mean stupid. but not an invalid position, I guess. But, I don't know how to do good shots. See, I'm thinking. That's dangerous. Okay, so I fucking practiced that song. It's also stupid. But now, you listen to me now. Oh, man. I want to condense this rant into one sentence of great passion, you know, but that communicates my true feelings in a way that doesn't make me come off like an asshole. You know, I'm going to play this goddamn song. If I hear from one person outside of this room that they heard that I played that song, so then they feel that I should also play it for them, I will be angry with the person who had to... And I see a glow of some back there. If you're pointing a cell phone camera at me and I catch you, I'm going to flush it. I will interrupt the song to take the cell phone to the bathroom. Because I don't mind playing it once in a while, but as I think I said last night, you know, if you do, you know, song, oh, here's a song about my friend who hung himself. Let me play that song for you. Golden Boy! No, that's, I hate that, right? So, but anyway, this is called Golden Boy. You must try to lead a good life. You must do unto others as you would have them do, so that when you die, you'll find Golden Boy peanuts waiting in the afterlife for you. If thine enemy oppresseth thee, you must let him oppress you some more, so that when you die, you'll feast on Golden Boy peanuts, bags and bags flowing home from Singapore, with the drawing of the young Chinese farmer, setting sun behind him, gazing at you from the shelves. If we want to spend eternity in paradise, we're gonna have to watch ourselves. You must give to the march of dimes. You must be on guard against wickedness at all times, and you will find that your efforts have brought you great joy when your dead shade is munching on that golden boy. There are no pennies in supermarkets down in hell, so you can't buy golden boy peanuts there. But the streets of heaven are lined with shells, and there's billboards of the golden boy everywhere. There are no pennies in supermarkets down in hell, so you can't buy golden boy peanuts. There are no pennies in supermarkets down in hell, so you can't buy golden boy peanuts. Go. You're welcome. I really feel I should play a good song to make up for it. My love is like a powder keg. My love is like a powder keg in the corner of an empty warehouse somewhere just outside of town, about to burn down. My love is like a Cuban flame. My love is like a Cuban plane flying from Havana up the Florida coast to the Glade Soviet made. My love is like the border between Greece and Albania. My love is like the border between Greece and Albania. Mack trucks loaded down with weapons, crossing over every night, moon yellow and bright. There is a shortage in the blood supply, but there is no shortage of blood. The way I feel about you, baby, can't explain it. Yeah, you got the best of my love. Yeah, you bet. There's bound to be a ghost at the back of your closet. No matter where you live, there'll always be a few things, maybe several things, that you're gonna find really difficult to forget. Trust me, there's gonna come a day when you feel better. You will rise up free and easy on that day, and float from branch to branch, lighter than the air. Just when that day is coming, who can say, who can say? Our mother has been absent ever since we founded Rome, but there's gonna be a party when the wolf comes home. We're gonna commandeer the local airways to tell the neighbors what's been going on, and they will shake their heads and wag their bony fingers in all the wrong directions, and by daybreak we'll be gone, we will be gone. I'm gonna get myself in fighting trim, scope out every angle of unfair advantage. I'm gonna bribe the officials, I'm gonna kill all the judges. It's gonna take you people years to recover from all of the damage. Our mother has been absent ever since we founded Rome, but there's gonna be a party when the wolf comes home. So, okay, so when I was playing Golden Boy, because one's mind wanders during that kind of stuff, I realized what I wanted to close the set with. Yes, close the set. I'm tired and I've played a lot of Mountain Goat songs, and I feel I've earned a rest, and so I'm going to have a beer. That's my plan. What about you? So anyway, this is, I said because I have tape of what I'm about to describe for you. And the tape has taken the place of Hail and Farewell Gothenburg, the unjustly leaked, terrible thing, right? So I had to find something else that was greatly secret. But lucky for me, I went to visit my family, and I found that my friend Tom, I'd forgotten about it, had videotaped the first time that Rachel and I came up to San Francisco and played at the Thirsty Swede. It had been called Night Break before that. Yeah, the Thirsty. Yeah, it was bumping. Refrigerator was there, and then there was a third band, and I can't remember who it was. And my apologies to them, but it was 40 years ago. So, but anyway, you know, I look at the tape, and there's this little guy, because I was littler then, and with a guitar that has no pickup in it, and is, to all intents and purposes, worthless. but I'm pretty nervous. I can see that I'm nervous, and I have my crew cut that I loved so much that my wife, who I later met, hated, and so the crew cut had to go. But yeah, this is the first song I ever played for a San Francisco audience. Thank you so much for being here. On the morning you went away, the air was humid and the sky was gray. I had boiled peanuts for breakfast from Cairo, Georgia. The air was wet, my face was wetter. The pink flowers along the western window made me feel better. I turned the air conditioner on, found the note on scented stationery. You were long gone. I had boiled peanuts for breakfast from Cairo, Georgia. I popped the top off the aluminum can, let the brine slide down my fingers. Man, it was warm. It was warm on my skin, but I felt the cold blast moving on in. I had boiled peanuts for breakfast from Cairo, Georgia. Thank you. Good night. My band so much that it's hard for me to believe you guys are even serious, but I really appreciate that, you guys. Thank you so much. I think my favorite line in all film is when drunk Arthur Dudley Moore giggles about something and instead of saying another funny thing says, "Sometimes I just think funny things." and I thought that because I had I have a theory about ideas that they're like dreams that like you maybe get a little wisp of an idea that you never bear out, but there's actually a whole thought in there. And what I thought was like, wow, wouldn't it be really funny to play my songs and then have a bunch of fake songs for the encore that were really bad on purpose, that were like wry observations on how the internet is weird. Stuff about how grandparents say the darndest things. I won't be doing that. That would be a poor use of my time, I feel, but the thought was there. When I was 12 years old, they put me on the throne. When I was 12 years old, they made me king. From the ocean south of here to the northern hemisphere, they gave me everything. Now I'm 13, and no one takes me seriously. Now I'm 13, and they're trying to take away control. I don't know how stupid you all think I am, but as sure as flowers grow along the western wall, so heads are gonna roll. Yeah. Thank you. I don't know what to play. I'm gonna like take a call back to the person who said play what you want to play, because I was thinking it from the second stuff playing. Well, that's what I'm gonna play. It's not really appropriate song for encore. Don't care. A bad dream shook me in my sleep, and I woke up sweating. Ran through the dark to the shower, already forgetting. Try to think good thoughts, try to find my way clear. Let the room fill with steam, traced pictures on the mirror. Ghosts and clouds and nameless things. Squint your eyes and hope real hard. Maybe sprout wings. I clawed my way to the living room window, stood there in the cold. The last bits of my dream like figures in the distance, hard to hold. I thought of old friends, the ones who'd gone missing. I said all your names 3 times. Phantoms in the early dark, canaries in the mines, ghosts and clouds and nameless things. Squint your eyes and hope real hard. Maybe sprout wings. I'm going to play one more, and then we should all rest. Rest is so important. I spent most of my 20s thinking it wasn't. But I was wrong about rest. I gave rest a bad rep. I counseled many people against resting, and I would like to say to them, I'm sorry. This is a song about hope in your life. There is a magnificent Mark Eitzel song title, It is important throughout life to proclaim your joy. It's also important to admit on occasion to the righteousness of your fury, the justness of your cause in the face of those who would do you wrong and who would rob you of your youth and who would ignore what's good and beautiful in you. And I know this is all corny platitude stuff, but I know people who got sent to places and it sucked for them. You can't even say how bad it was. Kirk Fitzpatrick, I remember when they sent you away, man. This is for you. The best ever death metal band out of Denton was a couple of guys who'd been friends since grade school. One was named Cyrus, and the other was Jeff, and they would practice twice a week in Jeff's bedroom, yeah. The best ever death metal band out of Denton never settled on a name, but the top 3 contenders, some of which have now been used, were Satan's Fingers, and the Killers, and the Hospital Bombers. Jeff and Cyrus believed in their hearts that they were headed for stage lights and Lear jets and fortune and fame. So in script that made prominent use of a pentagram, they would stencil their drum heads and their guitars with their names. And this was how Cyrus got sent off to the school in Utah where they told him he would never be famous. And this was why Jeff, in the letters he'd write to his friend, helped develop a plan to get even. When you punish a person for dreaming his dream, don't expect him to thank or forgive you. The best ever death metal band out of Denton will in time both outpace and outlive you. Sing it! Hail Satan! Hail Satan! Tonight, hail Satan! Hail, 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 hail! Thank you so much. Good night.